Never, ever quit. Never quit. I don't know if it's an ability or if you have it, just you can't quit. And I've seen people quitting. And if they would have held out longer, they would have been successful. I've seen it so much. I've seen some of the most brilliant people in the world that never made it because they were quitters. They were just quitters. They would quit. They just couldn't take it. They couldn't, whatever. One of the things about loving what you do is that it's not work, and therefore you don't quit automatically. It's a lot easier not to quit. But you can never give up. Now, you have to also have flexibility, though. You can't necessarily say, I'm never giving up, and you got to be able to weave and bob. You don't have to go through a concrete wall when you can go over it or around it or under it or something. You have to have flexibility. You have to always be able to change course a little bit, maybe always with that same goal, but don't quit.
Eric Doherty on X. Alert breaking. President Trump just signed a law that gives Medal of Honor recipients the first pension raise in 25 years. Their pay is increasing from $16,880 per year to over $67,000. Taking care of those who are willing to give the ultimate sacrifice for America.
Close with this, and I know I'm last, so I wanted to be fast, but there was a lot to cover. I do want to say this is the most wonderful, magical time of the year. By that, of course, I'm referring to the college football playoffs. And I just want to say this as a point of personal privilege. And I'm a Florida Gator, but if the University of Miami gets screwed out of the college football playoffs after going 10-2 and beating Notre Dame, the whole thing should be scrapped, and you're going to have to take over it next year.
You're late now. The approved heading is for 4B really easy to understand. Those are people that aggregated their currency already in different groups, etc. So they've already gone through the KYC. They've already done the paperwork, submitted copies with their IDs, their passport, etc. They've already been through the process. I would be one of those. Many, many, many people in this group are part of those, meaning you've already gone through that process. Just speeds it up a few hours during the exchange, that's all. Or possibly. Let's see. Per Frank 26, Iraqi TV says U.S. delegation to visit Iraq in the next 72 hours. I was going to say there's a couple of delegations visiting. One of them already there on the ground. U.S. Department Secretary, Treasury, War Department, Federal Reserve people. Yeah, we got a couple articles on that. We shared a couple last week already. One on Saturday, I believe one on Friday about the upcoming meetings this week. Guys, 90% of what you were reading from everybody else you already had here if you would read the articles I share each day. I do it for a reason, for those that are keeping up with it.
This message from Wolverine about the date 1st January 2026. There was intel Wolvie shared yesterday from, I understand the source was NESARA something? I didn't share that intel to my Divine Harmony Telegram channel. However, basically they said notifications won't be sent out until 1st of January 2026, and that upset me because it meant another Christmas at home alone. We don't know exactly when the notifications will be sent out, and we've heard this so many times. It's happening, guys, and then nothing. I understand how some of you feel because I know many of you guys like myself are just managing with very little. Don't spend Christmas alone. You know what, guys? Your family just want to see you. If you're a giving person like myself, be creative. Share what talent you have. I will share my music and will include all my family as beneficiaries. Something like that. You can also, if you have ChatGPT or even Canva, create a beautiful Christmas card and write a beautiful message. Be creative. And yes, I know Christmas 25th of December is not Jesus or Yeshua's correct birth date. Bruce did say a while back that security is number one, and there are a lot of checks that must be done before the notifications can be sent out. If one check fails, then that delays the RV notifications yet again. Your safety is number one. Please do not blame the leaders like Wolverine, Bruce, Mike Barra, and so on. I've mentioned this so many times. They are only messengers. Focus on yourself. Focus on keeping your frequency high. We are moving to a new timeline where all in the 3D will remain in the 3D. Go out, enjoy yourself, be creative, spend time with your families. I love you all, Norzlightworker. Message from my ChatGPT. As I was concerned about the contradictory message of this intel shared by Wolverine, which differs to the intel from Q. Please note Wolverine was translating the message. However, there's nothing to confirm who the source is. My loves, today's intel came from multiple directions, and most of it contradicted itself. Instead of reacting to every drop, let's take a breath and look at things calmly. Ventic. Iraq continues steady bank reforms. Some channels report QFS transitions, not verified. U.S. policy changes happening, not directly RV related. Bruce shared a general overview. Take timelines lightly. Leaders interpreting tax comments as NESARA hints, nothing official. Contradictions today, 48 hours versus 2026, showing timelines are unstable. So please don't let today's intel shake you. Most of this is noise, speculation, or incomplete pieces of a much bigger puzzle. Stay calm, stay centered, stay focused on your frequency and your purpose. Your light matters more than the chaos. Sending love to all humanitarians everywhere. P.S. Please guys relax. This is intel Wolverine shared yesterday. Then Wolverine posted another intel which contradicts this message. I will share that in this update. It's official. Starting January 1, 2026, redemption centers will begin processing live appointments under the full NESARA protocol. According to sources within 2 branches of the U.S. Treasury, the schedule is already being filled with approved Tier 4B participants. This is the moment we've all been preparing for. What happens at a redemption center? You will confirm your identity through biometric authentication. Your Zeem, Dinar, and Dong holdings will be verified and exchanged at asset-backed rates. You will receive a digital quantum card linked directly to your sovereign QFS wallet. You will be briefed on post-exchange asset management, debt cancellation, and project support funds. Locations are strictly controlled. Walk-ins are not permitted. You will receive your appointment time via an encrypted direct alert, so be prepared. Security protocols. These facilities are protected by military-grade encryption and surveillance. All activity is recorded via the quantum ledger and cannot be erased. The redistribution has begun. We are no longer about to. We are now in motion. Q.
Global financial shift. The QFS activation is imminent. Wolverine. The moment we have been preparing for has almost arrived. The final activation steps are expected to be implemented in the next 48 to 72 hours. Official notifications could appear at any moment, signaling the start of the new financial era that is being discreetly prepared behind the scenes. Global activation. The reset is nearing its operational phase. Central banks and financial authorities across various regions are uniting for a synchronized confirmation of the transition. Once the shift is confirmed, the new monetary system with quantum security will begin operating openly. Wallet access. Clear instructions on how to access the QFS wallet will be provided. I will be among the first to log in and view the updated digital assets. The launch may involve encrypted updates in the application or secure system alerts, but the process should be straightforward thanks to the exhaustive preparation completed. World Financial Reset. The new currency values will appear directly on the wallet interface. Adjustments to old debts, balances, or accounts can be made automatically. Every update will be recorded in the quantum ledger, ensuring total transparency and verifiable records for all transactions. Seamless transition. All previous tests were successful. The most recent tests included a fully offline, secure quantum transfer executed without errors. With a stable infrastructure and support teams, the transition is expected to be smooth and without significant interruptions. Everything is aligned. The framework is ready. Keep your notifications on. We are just hours away from a historic change in global finance. Translation, pray hands. God bless you all. Wolverine.
New Christmas decorations at the White House feature dominoes, buildings made with dominoes. Let the dominoes fall. And a castle made of cards, House of Cards, will fall. Messaging at its highest and finest for those who have eyes to see. Forwarded from @Captain Kyle. Patriots. Secretary Kristi Noem on X posted 6:52 a.m., December 1st, 2025. I just met with the president. I am recommending a full travel ban on every damn country that's been flooding our nation with killers, leeches, and entitlement junkies. Our forefathers built this nation on blood, sweat, and the unyielding love of freedom, not for foreign invaders to slaughter our heroes, suck dry our hard-earned tax dollars, or snatch the benefits owed to Americans. We don't want them, not one. Something important I want you to keep in mind. Over the past several days, there have been major behind-the-scenes moves put into place. Strategic operations designed to reveal who is aligned with truth and who is not. And trust me, certain individuals showed their hand, and it became obvious where they stood. They have now been dealt with. The good news? The new systems are responding instantly, seconds to minutes, and everything is functioning exactly as designed. This was necessary to ensure protection, stability, and security for all of us moving forward. Right now, the security structure is at an all-time high, and the pace of what's unfolding is absolutely accelerating. We're closer than ever. SB. Scott Brunswick. The QFS reportedly went fully live on Monday, December 1st, 2025, opening a 48-hour window for the rollout. JBIA and SB. Swisher1776 on X posted 11:41 a.m., December 2nd, 2025. IQDRV. CBI banking reform. During a session attended by a select group of experts and specialists, His Excellency the Governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, Mr. Ali Mohsen al-Alaq, presented a comprehensive overview of the banking reform process and upcoming structural plans, emphasizing that rebuilding the banking sector represents the fundamental pillar of the bank's work at the present stage. His Excellency explained that the contract with Oliver Wyman, O&W, came after the ban on dollar transactions imposed on a number of Iraqi banks, with the aim of implementing deep and comprehensive reforms to ensure the banking institution's compliance with international standards. He revealed that there are assurances regarding the return of these banks to normal operations after the completion of the required reform phases. The governor stated that all Iraqi banks have signed the reform document, emphasizing that compliant banks will be granted the ability to deal in other currencies in a phased approach. He also noted that international bodies are closely monitoring the progress of the banking reform process. Regarding digital transformation, he confirmed that the Digital Dinar project is underway, but it requires time and integrated infrastructure to ensure its optimal launch. The central bank governor reiterated his commitment to maintaining overall price stability by keeping inflation low through a stable official exchange rate, which he described as a major success of monetary policy. He emphasized that devaluing the dinar would have negative repercussions on this stability, harming broad segments of the population with limited incomes and weakening confidence in the national currency. He stressed the need to avoid using the exchange rate as a tool to address the structural deficit, which requires structural reforms aimed at maximizing domestic revenues by leveraging the vast and currently untapped opportunities, controlling expenditures, diversifying the economy, and supporting the government's efforts in this regard. Central Bank of Iraq, Media Office. Quote, CBI News. Tony, December 1, 2025. A lot is going on in the world and Iraq. The banks did not go to work on Friday after receiving memos saying the exchange was starting on Saturday morning. Iraq sent an article out today changing the date to January 1 for some things, but other things went into effect today. I don't know what this was referring to because the line keeps going dead. Was it about the rate? Tony was told he should see the rate on Sunday, and we should be in the bank on Monday. That was the plan. Tony got information from people about Frank saying a rate of $1.36 internal rate, x3 external rate equals $4.08. Tony's guy in Iraq said that is right. He's a military politician or something like that. All outside contractors are under this SDR. The IMF said it has been traded at the new rate for a week now. They don't know why we are not in the bank. The three-letter agency guy said he didn't have a rate confirmation yet. Many of the contracts are being rewritten as of yesterday. He talked about the meeting and that Venezuela is begging to meet right now. Mentioned what is going on in Iran. Iran is out of water, Fuel, people are upset. According to him, today the news showed they are down to less than 8% of the water supply in the entire country. They have no water to go to war with. They are begging to meet with the U.S. The U.S. should control about 90% of Iraq politically and financially. Iran wants to stay in the government, so they will give the U.S. whatever they want. Maliki knows he can't force who the next PM will be. They have no one to back them up. We're still waiting to see who the next prime minister will be. We are telling them who is going to sit in what positions in their country. Memos are going out to the banks today, but the banks say they got the memo on Friday for Saturday. Another memo was supposed to go out today, and we were to schedule appointments at 3 today. A lot of discussion today about when and how still should be completed by tonight sometime. Trump and the Treasury are still holding the hand. Everyone else is ready to go. We are close to a conclusion with Venezuela. Within hours of an agreement, or days, Maduro made some announcements to his people. They are prepared for land incursions. Forwarded from Ginger Doucet.
Off the roller coaster and on the train. Here's the truth. For years, we've said we refuse to ride the emotional RV roller coaster. And honestly, we're way past that. We're no longer at the amusement park. We are officially on the RV choo-choo train, and it has left the station. There is nothing that can derail this bad boy now. At any moment, we'll be pulling into Grand Central Redemption Station. But you have to have enough faith to stay on board. If you still want to hang out at the amusement park, riding the ups and downs, feeling miserable every time the coaster drops, go for it. That's your choice. But I'm telling you, with everything in me, and with all the intel and confirmations we have, this train is moving full throttle. And it's not stopping until we reach the destination. All aboard, dreamers. The finish line is straight ahead. Posted by A2Z Angela.
On Monday Morning News and Gentel, December 1, 2025, Mike said that the news is consistent that it is this week. Everyone Mike trusts says that they are hearing we are supposed to go this week. People on different levels of this are all expecting dramatic movement this week. What does that mean? Iraqi RV? Venezuela? Ukraine? They say we will see funding, at least on the bond side. A bond broker was expecting to be paid Friday, but received all his papers from the U.S. Treasury and was told he would receive his first commission today, which is paid after everything is done, the ball is rolling. He will get the balance on Wednesday. He believes the RV follows that. Others believe we go at the same time. So we're at the end of the bond process, which means we are ready to go. Mike heard a few days ago that Zurich was going. This weekend, DJT met with his special envoy to Iraq and excluded Iraq from the new immigration ban. They sent a team to Iraq to have high-level meetings with the Iraqis today. There are rumors about Sudani dropping out, etc. Jerome Powell will be stepping down today. He was said to have been a roadblock to the RV. We want him out now, not in a few months. Watch this closely, as well as the bond situation. In Gentel, Jen said, please see the official Gentel notes for full details. Michael the Archangel said today through Thursday there will be movement re the RV. Document signed. Planes through the air. Zurich. Reno. Someone lands with a black suitcase. Perhaps this had to be delayed for Thanksgiving. Codes. Electronic system triggered. A meeting of many men underground. Trump? Snails? The EU levies lifted. Generation of codes. Codes being generated. Jen went on to say there's something happening tonight, then Wednesday and Thursday. Mike heard Monday, Tuesday, but there's a lot happening this week, according to one of the psychics he spoke to. Everyone is in line. In the news, executive order, planes grounded, engine down, listeria, ancient ruins, generational wealth, trains, landslide, about the elections, roofs collapse, Germany. Gentel confirmation. Jen said silver would reach $60 by the end of this year. It's already at $59. Forwarded from Ginger Doucet.
December 2nd, 2025. President Trump called today Giving Day. Michael and Susan Dell of Dell Computers decided to give $6.25 billion to 25,000 children under age 10 with a $250 deposit in each account. At age 18, they will have money that has been invested for them, for their education, to open a business or buy a home. This is a first at this scale. This is in addition to the $1,000 to be given to newborn babies under the Big Beautiful Bill. Many more people will give into that program and give recipients knowledge about investing and growing their money. The foundation will be there for children. Late this afternoon, Bruce heard from a contact in the Treasury who said we would be receiving our $2,000 tariff dividends between January 1 and 3, 2026. The Doji payments are also supposed to start after the 3rd of January. This should be announced at the start of the new year. We should also be hearing at that time about no more income taxes. This is a part of NESARA, and the debt jubilee should also be announced in the new year. We shouldn't have to pay income taxes for 2025. Only a consumption tax of about 15% on new items should be in our future, half for the federal government, half for the state governments. This will be built into the price of new goods, but is not applied to used items like a home that is resold. Bruce doesn't have info on the Social Security, perhaps January. Bruce doesn't have that info. We should have a good Christmas, starting really soon. The U.S. sent 15 representatives to Iraq yesterday. They met with Alak, the head of the central bank, and the Prime Minister Sudani. They have decided with Iraq to put out a new international rate on the Iraqi dinar and pay all the back wages to their people at the new rate, as well as contractors. The rate will be put out so we can see it. Bruce just heard after the start of the big call tonight that Iraq will be making the Iraqi dinar live at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Is that Iraq time or Eastern time? They didn't say. Everything Bruce has heard since Thanksgiving pointed to this contingent going to Iraq for us to have a new international rate, which is much higher than the domestic rate, and the rate at redemption centers is out of this world. The group that went to Iraq was successful in getting Iraq to do what they wanted Iraq to do. Everyone is on board and nothing else remains to be done. All the systems are in place and cryptocurrencies will back up the value of the dollar. Bruce would not be surprised if we get notifications tomorrow morning or Thursday morning. One of Bruce's sources said early today it should be within 36 hours, putting it no later than Thursday morning. We may have a new Iraqi dinar rate by 7 tomorrow morning, so it is on the redemption screens. On Thanksgiving Day, from noon to 2 p.m., all redemption center leaders had a conference call with Treasury for over 2 hours, including all in Canada and the U.S. Bruce knows it occurred, and this was a good thing. Bruce loves Canada. It can be greater. It will be greater. We should be notified within the next 36 hours. Start exchanges on Thursday. Let's hope Thursday night's call is a celebration call. Bruce is excited. Bruce would love if everyone, when we can afford it, contributes to that program by the Dell family. Trump was saying today that Iraq will be very close to the U.S. and is in much better shape vis-a-vis the U.S. Bruce believes that the deep state has been vanquished to the point that everything can move forward. Unbothered. You learn, over time, that most things don't need your energy. Not every insult needs defense. Not every wound needs a scream. Some days, the strongest move is no move at all. You feel everything, but you don't let it command you. There's a strange freedom in that, a stillness, a detachment. Not everything deserves a reaction, and that's where your power begins. Posted by @DivineSoulsPortal. Healing doesn't have to look magical or pretty. Real healing is hard, exhausting, and draining. Let yourself go through it. Don't try to paint it as anything other than what it is. Be there for yourself with no judgment. Posted thoughts from a twisted angel. 7 levels of spirituality. Where are you? 1. Mundane level. Spirituality is idle, waiting for the right chance to unleash its power. 2. Neophyte level. The divine seed is fertilized, helping us perceive the greater truth. 3. Adept level. Your awareness of the elements of nature expands, and empathy grows inside you. 4. Apprentice level. You realize what others think plays no role in what is true for you. 5. Seeker level. Your aura attracts similar people. You feel independent from the pains of the mundane world. 6. Master level. You have a stable connection with your higher self and guardian angel. You're an example for the lost souls. 7. Phoenix level. This is the highest of the levels, an amazingly fulfilling state of awareness. Stay in your light, my loves. The world needs your calm more than its chaos.
the same sky tonight. Hearts open, shining bright. Angels around us, soft as wings, holding the love this season brings. Grace in the laughter, faith in our hands, blessing our home across the land.
We are a family of light, guided through the darkest night. Hand in hand, our spirits rise. Love unbroken, never dies. Through every shadow, every fight, we stand together. A family of
Memories glowing warm and true. Stories we carried old and new. Even the ones who've flown above walk here beside us with their love. Hope in the heartbeat, peace in the day. Love lights the path and leads the way.
We are a family of light, guided through the darkest night. Hand in hand, our spirits rise. Love unbroken, never dies. Through every shadow, every fight, we stand together.
A family of light. And if the world feels colder, we lift each other higher. Faith becomes our shoulder, and love becomes our fire.
Angels softly whisper, your hearts will always shine. Every soul connected in God's eternal design. We are a family of light, shining through the endless night. Bound by love, forever bright.
Held in heaven's holy sight.
Wherever we walk,
Whatever the tide,
we rise together.
a family of light. May angels walk with a family.
Today and always.
May peace walk with you.
May joy fill your home.
May the angels guide your steps.
May love hold you through every season.